Potato crop is extremely important in Africa for both food security as well as income generation. It's a very good source of income in relatively short time period. And for many countries, not all of African countries, but many countries, it's a very important source of food. So the farmers in Africa, on average, every year, depending on the climate, will lose 15 to 30% of their production of potato. This is enormous, so only due to the disease, the Blight disease. So this is a very important number. What is even worse is that when you look at disaggregate the data at the country level, the small holders are the ones that suffer the highest yield loss, because simply they cannot afford the pesticides, the fungicide in this case, that they need to use to protect the potato, and because also they tend to apply much less than what is required. So they can face up to 70% of their loss, the smallholder, and they are the one who depend the most on potato for food and income.
The focus for this project is, in the beginning, is for the East African countries of Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, and Ethiopia, and we are thinking of expanding to the other countries also. We have developed some 4 varieties that are resistant to the Blight disease.
What we are proposing is to move genes from wild species of potato that are known and that are being used in conventional breeding, to move them directly into a variety which is currently being grown by farmers, which has all the quality that the farmers like and the consumer like, by genetic engineering. So we transfer these genes directly, and this process can take 3 years. When we do the crossing, it can take 20, 30, 40 years, and still the variety is not the kind of variety that the farmers like.
So this variety that we have developed will not require a single spray of the chemicals to control the disease. We have done several, up to 4 confined field trials, and in these field trials, the variety that we developed had 0 disease compared to the conventional variety that succumbed to the disease. It was completely dead. So this variety is going to see farmers increase in their yields, so farmers will have more money in their pockets, and again, they'll not be spending money on using chemicals to control the disease. So, thirdly, they will not be exposed, because our farmers, you realize when they are spraying this, they don't use the protective equipment, so they'll not be exposed, so their health are going to be better.
It was very interesting to see the farmer perception of the technology. When we took them to the field, we informed them that we have genetically engineered the variety Victoria with resistance to the Blight disease. And we showed them plots of the Victoria transgenic that were completely green, that were exactly as the variety is here. And we show also the plot of the Victoria non-transgenic, which was completely dead. And the farmers were, of course, extremely impressed. They immediately said that they would adopt right away the Victoria transgenic, because they know very well the disease, they know the variety, they could recognize the shape of the leaf, they could recognize the tubers, the color of the skin, etc. So they knew this was their Victoria that they are used to, but also they could immediately see the benefit.
Also during the confined field trials, we had a visit by the Ugandan legislators to come and appreciate this technology, and they were able to see the plants and really appreciated that the technology is being developed in Africa by Africans for Africa and to the smallholder farmers.
When the national authority will have given the green light for adoption of the technology, it can reach the farmers in less than a year. The first tubers will reach the farms in less than a year. About 25% or 50% of the farmers will enjoy this variety in perhaps 5 years' time, between 5 and 7 years, depending how quickly we are able to produce the seed, which also depends how much resource we will put in produce the seed. So it is really a technology that will be adopted like fire, like it will spread like fire, because it's so important for the farmers to control late blight.